start standing in Tadasana. Pressing the feet into the floor beneath you. The shoulders down, away from the ears. The chin can be softened. By that I just mean just soften the neck. So if your head is tilted up, just bring it down. Hands open and just start to bring awareness to your breathing, your inhales, your exhales. Relax the tongue if it's touching the roof of the mouth. Allow it to fall away from the roof of the mouth. Relax the eyelids with a gentle smile. It also relaxes the jaw. Just a couple more breaths here. Welcoming yourself to this space, to this time, in the present. And then we're gonna go in on the next inhale and exhale. We're gonna swoop the hands back, the arms back, a little stretch down the arms, down the shoulders, and then a little bend in the knees. The arms come forward and up. Inhale up, a back bend, and then Anjali Mudra. And we're gonna do that again. Soft knees, swoop the hands back, a little bend, bring them up, back bend, Anjali Mudra. This next one, we're going to take them back, bring them up, forward and up, back bend, and an Uttanasana, forward fold, bend the knees, first one down. And here, you can have the belly resting on the thighs. You could take a ragdoll. Just getting started. You could bend and unbend the knees. And then slowly rise, return to standing, roll the shoulders back, and continue to roll the shoulders back. Deep breath. Exhale, release. Roll the shoulders forward. And welcome to stillness. Once again, we're going to take the feet mat width apart, toes pointed out. Now that might look different for everyone. Yours might look different than me. If you're a little bit warmed up, the toes might be pointed out to sides. That's going to start to stretch all the way down through the legs, the backs, the fronts, the calves. It's going to work with the balance. You could always just kind of step into it lightly, toes just at an angle out. Now we're going to inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, Uttanasana, wide leg forward fold. Bending and unbending the knees once again. Let the head hang heavy. You could let the arms hang heavy. Eventually, you'll welcome stillness. And then we're going to allow this softness to remain in the knees, so they don't have to be perfectly straight. We have a little softness, a little bend, and then slowly rise back to standing. Now, there are lots of videos where they each focus on a different part, so you could always, if you're still feeling a little cold, a little stiff, you could find another video to help you warm up. There's some in the description. If you'd like to just add on and continue growing your practice, you can always add another video. We'll do some side to sides here just to open up, to warm up and loosen. Maybe you want to build your own flow. So there's some below you can check out, or this can be enough. Just a little bit of movement every day can make a difference. All right, so we're going to come back to center. We're going to allow the feet to still be pointed out to sides, pass with hip width apart. Oh, I love it. I only do these in like one take, so no fixies. And we're focusing on that horse, that goddess. So we want to work on finding that balance through our stability, through our lower center of gravity and our lower chakras.
So like I said, you know, take your feet, what feels good for you. If you're working on opening up through the hips and you want to use a chair to help support, you can do that. Otherwise, we're just going to start with some low kind of baby wide leg squats, and then we're going to add on. So just lengthen through the spine, roll those shoulders back, hands can be on hips to start, and then you're just going to start to bend the knees, allow that tail to fall. And just go about maybe 10 or 15% here. And just hold and start to feel that heat running down the thighs, down into the legs, through the feet. Those feet are grounded, find stability. And then we're just gonna bounce a little bit here. And then take it a little bit lower. And bounce a little bit. And then rise, come back, tall. Arms can float out, nice star pose here. Stretch, lengthen the fingers out to either side, and then bring the hands back to center, Anjali Mudra once again. So you can shake out the legs, you can bring them back in for a moment, and then we're gonna saddle in once again. You're gonna feel those legs start to stretch, start to open through the hips, through the groin. Now we're gonna take it a little bit deeper. You could have hands at hips again. You could stay with your Anjali Mudra or any other mudra that suits you. And then really remember to breathe, and then just slow and steady start to go into that low squat with the lower body. Might be a little bit easier. Have a little bounce there, so that helps. Take the hands to the hips, or you could take the hands to the thighs. But if you take your hands to the end of the thighs, closer to the knees, you want to make sure that you're not, you know, leaning into it. You don't want to put a lot of weight there. You just want to allow them to rest. Remember to breathe. And then slowly rise. Star pose. Deep inhale, exhale. Bring it back to center. All right, how are the legs feeling there? You can always kind of shake out what you need. Okay, we're gonna add in a little play with the feet. So it's why I like to feel grounded and balanced there. So just if your legs want to go a little bit wider, go ahead and do so. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna drop down into that squat now. And you can keep it light to start if you wanna see what we're gonna do with the feet here first. So I'm gonna start with my right foot, and I'm just gonna allow my weight to kind of shift and find balance at center. And then I'm gonna allow my heel on my right foot to go high and just see how this feels. So I'm not putting a lot of weight on the toes, they're pressing into the mat. My weight is still kind of shifting to center and left. And then I have the option to, if my weight feels like it's going a little bit more left, I'm gonna bring it back to center and then lift off the left toes and then find a nice wide squat there. And then bring it up, heels return to floor. Now, if you haven't done that before, you can play with it. You can, start with one side, bring it back, start with the left, bring it back, because you're gonna stretch down the foot and stretch into those toes. Then when you feel good, you're working with that balance once again, breathe into it, and then find your goddess. You could still have the arms here, you could start to open them out. And then bring it all back. Beautiful. And that is your goddess or horse pose. Now you don't have to lift the heels. Work with your body. Some days the body can feel it more than others. So take your time. Shake the feet out. I'm gonna go one more round. I'm gonna keep my feet flat this time. I'm gonna inhale the arms up. Cactus arms. Adjust the feet. Drop into that squat. You can even kind of dance with it, a little movement. Breathe. And then slowly rise. Beautiful. Heel toe the feet back underneath the hips, are in line with the hips. You can shake them out. And you might notice that the deeper you get, it almost starts to transmute that feeling. You kind of don't feel maybe as much in the thighs, especially if you lift with the toes. Just think about really grounding into the earth as you go into your goddess or horse pose, whatever you like to call it. So, all right, we're gonna get a little bit of twist here, just sort of some release or relief to the spine, the center, and it all occurred through the body. So we're gonna inhale the arms out and up. Clasp the hands above, relax the shoulders, side stretch to one direction. Bring it back to center. And side stretch to the opposite direction. Hands release, come down to hips. Toes can face a little bit more forward or fully front. You're gonna welcome just a baby squat here. And take left hand to right and twist towards the right. Bring it back. Right hand to left, twist towards the left. Bring it back, unbend the knees, and hands rise through center. Exhale, forward fold.
Halfway lift.
Lengthen, exhale, and root to rise. All right, I hope you enjoyed this goddess horse pose stretch for the day. I will see you next time.